Talk about security issues, and it's happening in Kapedo. I want to show you the map of that region. This is the Kapedo AP camp. The Kapedo area is really between Baringo and Turkana counties. There's a lot that has happened there. These four issues culminated to almost humanitarian issues. 2 senior police officers killed just about last week. 6 bodies discovered in a thicket also at the same time. Some animals stolen, and then there's retaliatory attacks. These 4 issues are culminating into a humanitarian crisis. This is why Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i has announced that a dusk to dawn curfew will be imposed in Kapedo and surrounding areas to quell the recurrent incursions and rising tension along the Baringo-Turkana border. Matiangi also announced that the government has resolved not to de-escalate security operations in the area until armed bandits are conclusively dealt with and illegal firearms seized. Gov't reports that the chaotic situation in Kapedo is evolving into a humanitarian crisis with more than 2,500 families affected. That's according to the Kenya Red Cross.
The second week of a security operation in Kapedo, and several families are now staring at severe hunger, lack of medical supplies, and constant threat of injury and even death as security personnel deployed in the area engage in gun battles with armed bandits who have thrived in Kapedo with grim persistence for decades.
Chakula hatuna, watu ni wagonjwa, tumeshindwa tufanye nini?
Sisi ni Wanakenya kweli? Sisi ni Wanakenya kweli? Uhuru kweli anatujali?
Residents of Kapedo, Lomelo, Napeitom and Kamuge are in what is virtually a lockdown as security personnel have sealed Kapedo and its environs in the ongoing operation to flush out armed bandits.
Tangu operationi ianze hapa Kapedo, mambo bado yako mabaya.
Security forces and bandits who understand the geography and the terrain of the area have clashed since early last week when an armored personnel carrier APC was burnt by gunmen in an ambush in Kasarani area, Turkana County. A GSU operations commander Emadau Tebakol murdered.
Those thugs killed 42 of our police officers. Then later on they killed 21 of our police officers. Then recently they murdered more police officers. We cannot continue to play hide and seek with criminals.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i says there will be no room to entertain the criminality going on in Kapedo. The CS insisting that the operation will not be de-escalated and instead will continue until the armed bandits are dealt with conclusively.
We will sort it out once and for all. And I've made it very clear when the leaders of that region came to see me last week, I told them that we will sustain the operation in that area until we get all the criminals out. We are going to disarm the people who are there. It is a responsibility of government to behave that way.
Matiang'i also declared Kapedo a, quote, disturbed zone that will require drastic measures to handle the complicated insecurity issues that have been elusive for years.
We have postponed that problem for a long time. It manifests itself as a cat rustling problem, but clearly it's a criminal activity that is supported by some groups of people in that region.
At least 10 people have been murdered in 2 weeks, with the Kenya Red Cross estimating that 2,500 families have been affected. Political leaders from the area, among them Tiati Member of Parliament William Kamket and Silale Ward Representative Nelson Lotela, have been questioned on the conflict in the area even as the crisis in Kapedo unfolds. Most deny having a hand in the violence. Gov't, Citizen TV.